Do you know that more than 70% of adults over 60 wake up at least twice every night just to use the bathroom, and many of them believe it is simply part of aging? The truth is, it is not always age. In many cases, something as small as the spices in your kitchen could be the hidden reason why your bladder refuses to stay quiet at night. Imagine going to bed, hoping for 6 or 7 hours of deep rest only to be pulled out of sleep at 1:30, then again at 3, and once more at 5. By morning, you feel drained, your balance is unsteady, and even your favorite cup of coffee or chai no longer brings the freshness it once did. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 spices that can calm your bladder and reduce nighttime trips, and the 5 you must avoid if you want peaceful sleep. These are simple changes, nothing complicated, but they can make the difference between a restless night and waking up with steady energy. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from and what time is it right now? Leave a comment below. I can't wait to see your answers. And if you enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button. If not, just give it a like. It really helps this channel grow. So let us begin this journey together, because the solution may already be sitting quietly on your spice rack, waiting to give you back the restful nights you deserve. Why does nighttime urination happen? After the age of 60, many people begin to notice a quiet but frustrating pattern. Sleep no longer feels steady because the bladder seems to call even when it is not truly full. One important reason is a natural decline in a hormone called vasopressin, which normally slows kidney activity at night. Without enough vasopressin, the kidneys keep filtering fluids as if it were daytime, producing more urine and sending unnecessary signals to the bladder. At the same time, the bladder itself becomes more sensitive with age. In younger years, it could hold a comfortable amount before alerting the brain. But later in life, even half a glass may trigger an urgent message that forces you out of bed. The impact of this broken rhythm is not small. Interrupted sleep reduces the amount of deep restorative REM rest your body and brain require. Without enough REM cycles, memory weakens, attention drifts, and mood often feels flat. Many older adults describe mornings where their head feels heavy, their steps are unsteady, and their confidence fades. This is not just inconvenient, it increases the risk of nighttime falls, especially for seniors walking in dark hallways or climbing out of bed quickly. A simple trip to the bathroom can quietly become one of the most dangerous moments of the night. But here is where daily choices matter, sometimes more than we realize. Nutrition, and especially the spices used in everyday meals, can either calm or irritate the urinary system. Certain spices have soothing anti-inflammatory effects, allowing the bladder to stay quiet until it is truly full. Others stimulate urine production, raise acidity, or irritate sensitive tissues, leading to more frequent wake-ups. Imagine the difference between sipping a warm cup of turmeric milk in the afternoon, which gently reduces inflammation, versus eating spicy chili late in the evening, which might provoke the bladder to act restless all night. So while biology sets the stage, your habits still write the script. By understanding these changes and adjusting your choices, you can take back a sense of control. Nighttime urination is not an unchangeable fate. It is often a signal that the body is asking for small, thoughtful adjustments, and with awareness, those adjustments can bring back the gift of longer, more peaceful rest. 5 spices you should use to calm the bladder and sleep through the night. When we talk about nighttime urination, most people immediately think about water tea or how late they ate dinner. But what often gets overlooked are the spices that sit quietly on the kitchen shelf. These flavors are not only about taste, they directly influence blood sugar digestion, inflammation, and even how sensitive the bladder feels during the night. Some spices have a soothing effect, helping the body maintain balance so you can rest more deeply. Others, when used wisely, gently support the kidneys and urinary tract, keeping nighttime urges in check. Let us explore 5 spices that have been trusted for centuries in both Indian and Western kitchens and see how they can bring back peaceful, uninterrupted rest. 1. Cinnamon, the sweet protector of balance. Cinnamon has been called a warming spice for the heart, but its benefits go far beyond taste. Modern science shows that cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar levels, especially after meals. For older adults, this matters because sharp spikes in blood sugar often make the bladder more irritable, sending signals of urgency even when the bladder is only half full. By keeping blood sugar steady, cinnamon reduces unnecessary bladder contractions at night. Picture a senior in Texas adding a gentle sprinkle of cinnamon to her morning oatmeal. The sweetness feels comforting, but beneath that, her body experiences steadier energy and calmer digestion. In India, many families still brew cinnamon tea in the morning, not just for taste, but also for its ability to warm the body and support circulation. For someone who has been waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning, this small habit can quietly reduce nighttime interruptions. The key is moderation and timing. A light dose of cinnamon in the morning or at lunch works best. Avoid heavy cinnamon drinks late at night because even helpful spices can feel stimulating too close to bedtime. Think of cinnamon as a supportive friend, gentle, steady, but most effective when invited early in the day. 2. Cumin seeds, the digestive ally. Cumin seeds or jeera have been a staple in Indian kitchens for generations, but their power extends to urinary health as well. Cumin supports smooth digestion and reduces bloating, which means less pressure pressing downward on the bladder. When the stomach and intestines feel lighter, the bladder is less likely to send false alarms in the middle of the night. Consider the story of Mr. Harris, a retired school teacher in Florida who began adding ground cumin to his vegetable soup. He noticed that evening bloating reduced, and within 2 weeks, he was waking only once at night instead of 3 times. In India, many elders start the day with a glass of warm jeera water, cumin seeds boiled and cooled to room temperature. This simple ritual supports hydration in the morning when the kidneys are most active and prevents excess fluid buildup later in the evening. The safe approach is to use cumin in cooked meals or morning drinks, but not in large amounts right before bed. A light sprinkle in salads, soups, or rice dishes is enough. The effect is not dramatic, like a medicine, but steady and reliable, helping older bodies stay comfortable through the night. 3. Ginger, the soothing flame. Ginger is often seen as fiery, yet when used wisely, it becomes one of the most calming spices for the digestive and nervous systems. Ginger reduces inflammation, eases stomach discomfort, and even helps relax the nervous system, so the body can enter a more restful state. For the bladder, this means less irritation and fewer signals of urgency. Take the example of Auntie Meera from Mumbai, who used to suffer from frequent nighttime trips despite drinking little water at dinner. Her granddaughter suggested ginger tea at 4 in the afternoon. Within a week, Meera noticed her stomach felt lighter, her joints less stiff, and she was able to sleep for 5 or 6 hours at a stretch. In the United States, many older adults use ginger tea as an afternoon comfort, sipping slowly while reading or watching television. The warmth soothes not only the stomach but also the mind. However, timing matters. Ginger is best taken earlier in the day or late afternoon. Too much ginger tea at night may feel energizing instead of calming, leading to restlessness. A slice of fresh ginger boiled in water or a pinch of powdered ginger in soup provides enough benefit. Think of ginger as a spice that burns away irritation during the day, leaving your night calmer and quieter. 4. Fennel seeds, the gentle balancer. Fennel seeds, known in India as saunf, are commonly chewed after meals for digestion. Yet, many people do not realize how gently fennel supports the urinary system. It acts as a mild diuretic during the day, helping the body release excess fluid earlier so the bladder can stay quieter at night. At the same time, fennel has a cooling effect, reducing inflammation in the bladder lining. In Gujarat, elders often keep a small jar of fennel on the dining table, chewing a teaspoon after lunch. This small habit eases digestion and prevents heaviness. In California, an elderly couple shared that brewing fennel tea in the morning helped reduce their evening swelling in the legs. By encouraging the body to release fluids during the day, fennel leaves the night free for rest. The safest way to use fennel is as a mild after-meal aid. Chew a small pinch after lunch or brew it into warm water during the morning. Avoid taking large amounts late at night, as it may increase urine production at the wrong time. Fennel is like a gentle guide, teaching your body to follow its natural rhythm, releasing during the day and resting at night. 5. Turmeric, the golden protector. Turmeric, often called golden spice, has earned its place in kitchens across the world. Its active compound curcumin is known for powerful anti-inflammatory effects. For older adults struggling with bladder irritation, turmeric helps calm inflammation, protecting the bladder lining and reducing sensitivity. This means fewer false alarms during the night and deeper, more healing sleep. Imagine Mrs. Thompson in Ohio, who began drinking a cup of warm golden milk in the late afternoon, milk gently heated with a pinch of turmeric and black pepper. She found her joints less painful, her stomach calmer, and her bladder less reactive. In India, turmeric is part of nearly every curry dal or vegetable dish, providing daily protection without extra effort. The best time to use turmeric is with meals, ideally at lunch or early evening. Adding a pinch to soups, curries, or warm milk provides enough benefit without overstimulation. Always combine it with a little black pepper to improve absorption, but avoid taking it in high doses late at night. Turmeric is like a shield protecting your bladder and joints, while reminding you that healing can come from something as simple as the color on your plate. These 5 spices, cinnamon, cumin, ginger, fennel, and turmeric, are not exotic secrets. They are everyday tools sitting quietly in kitchens across America and India. Each of them offers a gentle way to calm the body, protect the bladder, and restore peaceful sleep. By weaving them thoughtfully into your daily meals, you can create evenings that are lighter, calmer, and far less interrupted. And in that change, you may rediscover the simple joy of waking up, refreshed, steady, and ready to meet the day. 5 spices you should avoid for peaceful nights. When it comes to nighttime urination, many older adults focus only on how much water they drink. But few realize that the spices in their evening meal can quietly determine whether they sleep 6 hours straight or wake every 90 minutes. Some spices are gentle friends, calming the bladder and soothing digestion. Others, especially when eaten late or in large amounts, act like hidden irritants, sending restless signals to the body when it most needs to rest. Let us walk through 5 common spices that often disturb sleep and learn safer ways to replace them without losing the joy of flavor. 1. Chili peppers. The fiery disturber. Chili peppers add heat and excitement to food, but for the bladder, they can be a constant irritant. The active compound capsaicin, which makes chilies hot, also stimulates nerve endings in the bladder wall. This stimulation increases the urge to urinate even when the bladder is only partially filled. For seniors whose bladders are already more sensitive, the effect can be especially strong at night. Imagine a gentleman in New Jersey who enjoys spicy chili with dinner, believing it keeps him warm on cold evenings. Yet, by midnight, he is walking to the bathroom again and again, his rest broken into fragments. In India, too many elders love the warmth of red chili powder in curry, but later wonder why they feel exhausted in the morning despite going to bed early. The solution is not to give up all spice, but to choose gentler options. Black pepper in small amounts or paprika without capsaicin can add flavor without overwhelming the bladder. Avoiding heavy chili at dinner and saving it for a lighter lunch may allow the body to process it before bedtime. Think of it as shifting the fire of chili to the daylight hours when the body is awake and ready to handle the heat. 2. Black pepper. Helpful in moderation. Harmful in excess. Black pepper is often called the king of spices, valued for its sharp flavor and ability to improve digestion. But in large amounts, especially for older adults, it can increase stomach acid and irritate the urinary tract. Acidic urine makes the bladder lining more sensitive, which in turn creates unnecessary urgency during the night. Consider Mrs. Allen, a retired librarian in Chicago, who began sprinkling black pepper generously over nearly every meal, thinking it was harmless compared to salt. Soon, she noticed her heartburn worsening and her nighttime bathroom trips increased. After speaking with her doctor, she reduced the pepper to a light dash instead of a heavy pour. Within weeks, her reflux eased and her bladder grew calmer at night. In Indian kitchens, black pepper is often combined with turmeric to enhance absorption of curcumin. That small pinch is beneficial. The problem arises when pepper is used too heavily, particularly in evening meals. A sprinkle on soup or salad is safe, but avoid making it the main flavor at dinner. Moderation is key enough to awaken digestion, not so much that it disturbs the bladder hours later. 3. Raw garlic. A double-edged sword. Garlic is widely praised for supporting heart health, lowering cholesterol, and boosting immunity. Yet, when eaten raw, it can irritate the stomach and bladder, especially in older adults whose tissues are more sensitive. Raw garlic compounds, while powerful, may create a burning sensation in the urinary tract, triggering false signals to urinate. Mr. Ramesh from Delhi used to chew raw garlic cloves every evening, following a neighbor's advice for blood pressure control. Instead of feeling better, he found himself waking 3 or 4 times a night, tired and irritable by morning. When he switched to cooked garlic in curries and soups, he still enjoyed the heart benefits without the bladder irritation. For seniors in America, garlic bread or raw garlic in salads may have a similar effect. The safer choice is to use garlic cooked in olive oil, added to vegetable soups or stews. Cooking softens the compounds that irritate while preserving much of the benefit. In this way, garlic becomes an ally rather than a nighttime enemy. 4. Garam Masala. The heavy evening mix. Garam masala is a treasured blend of spices in Indian kitchens, made from cloves, cardamom, pepper cinnamon, and more. While delicious, it is often heavy warming and stimulating. Eating garam masala in the evening can increase stomach acidity, raise body temperature, and create restlessness. For older adults, this combination often translates into difficulty falling asleep and more nighttime bathroom visits. Picture Auntie Lata in Mumbai, who loved ending her day with vegetable curry richly flavored with garam masala. While her taste buds were satisfied, her nights became restless, her sleep broken by frequent trips to the toilet. When her daughter suggested lighter seasoning at dinner, using mild herbs like coriander or cumin, instead, she noticed her sleep improved within a week. In the United States, older adults who enjoy Indian restaurants may also feel the after effects of a heavy masala dinner late at night. The solution is not to give up the dish entirely, but to shift such meals to lunchtime or use smaller amounts of the blend. At dinner, lighter herbs and milder flavors can still bring satisfaction without overwhelming the body when it needs to wind down. 5. Fresh ginger. Too late in the day. A hidden stimulator. Ginger is often celebrated as a healer, but timing makes the difference between soothing and disturbing. Taken during the day, ginger reduces inflammation and calms digestion. But large amounts of fresh ginger late in the evening can stimulate the stomach and nervous system, making it harder to settle into deep sleep. For sensitive bladders, this stimulation can also increase false urgency. In Boston, Mr. Parker, age 72, began drinking 2 cups of ginger tea after dinner, hoping to ease joint pain. Instead, he found himself restless at midnight, unable to sleep for long stretches with extra bathroom trips. When he moved his ginger tea to the afternoon, he still felt the pain relief, but his nights became calmer. In India too, elders often sip ginger water or tea after dinner, believing it aids digestion. While true in part, the timing backfires for the bladder and sleep. The safer approach is to enjoy ginger before 5 in the evening when it strengthens the body without disturbing rest. Think of ginger as sunlight. It energizes beautifully during the day, but too much at night keeps the body awake when it should be resting. These 5 spices, chili peppers, black pepper, in excess raw garlic, heavy garam masala, and late night ginger are not harmful in every situation. But when used in the wrong amounts or at the wrong time, they quietly disturb sleep and increase nighttime urination. The good news is, you do not need to give them up completely. By adjusting timing, reducing portions, or choosing gentler substitutes, you can still enjoy flavorful meals while protecting your nights. So remember, your kitchen holds both friends and challenges. By learning which spices to use wisely, you take back control over your sleep. And with that control comes the simple gift you deserve every day: waking up, refreshed, steady, and ready to live with energy and peace. How to apply these changes in daily life? The key to making spices work for you is not only which ones you choose, but also when you use them. After the age of 60, your body processes food and spices more slowly, and the bladder becomes far more sensitive to timing. Spices that are soothing in the morning may become irritating at night simply because the body is winding down. That is why experts recommend eating bladder-friendly spices like cinnamon, cumin, fennel, ginger, or turmeric earlier in the day when digestion is stronger and the kidneys are more active. After 6 in the evening, it is safer to reduce or avoid stimulating spices such as chili heavy masala blends or raw garlic so the bladder stays calm while you sleep. Think of it like dimming the lights in your house before bed. The body also needs that gentle signal to rest. To bring this into daily life, let's look at a simple example. For breakfast, a senior in Ohio might prepare oatmeal with a sprinkle of cinnamon, enjoying both comfort and steady blood sugar. In India, a light mid-morning snack could include a small cup of fennel tea, helping the body release extra fluids during the day. Lunch is the perfect time for spices that support digestion, such as cumin in a warm bowl of dal or ginger blended into vegetable soup. By dinner, the meals should grow lighter. A mild curry without garam masala paired with steamed vegetables and turmeric rice gives enough flavor without overwhelming the bladder. By shifting stronger spices to earlier hours, the body has time to process them before nightfall. Beyond food, lifestyle choices add another layer of support. A gentle 15-minute walk after dinner can help release fluid from the legs before lying down. Reading prayer or deep breathing for a few minutes before bed relaxes the nervous system, lowering the chance of false bladder alarms. These steps may seem small, but together they create a rhythm where both mind and body feel calm. With steady habits, your nights can once again become a place of rest, not interruption, and your mornings can begin with energy instead of exhaustion. Common misconceptions about nighttime urination. One of the most common beliefs among older adults is that eating spicy food at night keeps the body warm and helps with sleep. The truth is more complicated. While chili or heavy spices may create temporary warmth, they also stimulate the bladder and digestive tract, making it harder to stay asleep. Many elders in India who enjoy extra chili in their evening curry, or seniors in the United States who add hot sauce to late dinners, often find themselves waking 2 or 3 times during the night. The warmth fades quickly, but the bladder irritation lingers. Choosing milder flavors in the evening allows the body to rest without unnecessary stimulation. Another misunderstanding is the idea that drinking less water during the day will automatically reduce nighttime trips. In reality, limiting fluids often backfires. When the body is mildly dehydrated during daylight hours, the kidneys work harder at night to balance fluids, creating more urine. An older gentleman in Chicago once told me he stopped drinking water after lunch thinking it would help. Instead, his nights grew worse. The safer approach is to drink steadily from morning until late afternoon, then taper gently after 6 in the evening. This way, the body stays hydrated without overwhelming the bladder at night. Finally, many men assume nighttime urination is only caused by prostate problems. While the prostate can play a role, it is far from the only reason. Women also experience nighttime urgency, often due to changes in bladder sensitivity hormones or lifestyle habits. I remember a retired teacher in Mumbai who believed only her husband would struggle with nocturia, yet she herself was waking twice a night. Both men and women must realize that age, diet, and timing of food and spices are equally important. By recognizing these broader causes, families can find relief together instead of blaming one single factor. We have walked together through a journey that began with something as simple as the spices on your dinner plate. Five of them, cinnamon, cumin, ginger, fennel, and turmeric, act like gentle protectors, calming the bladder, easing digestion, and helping you sleep through the night. But five others, chili peppers, too much black pepper, raw garlic, heavy garam masala, and fresh ginger, too late in the evening, can quietly disturb your rest, leaving you tired and unsteady the next day. The lesson is not just about what you eat, but also when you eat it. Timing matters as much as choice. Morning and afternoon are the best moments for stronger spices, while evenings should be reserved for gentler flavors. The most important message I want you to remember is this: nighttime urination is not an unchangeable fate. It is not simply old age you must endure. With small adjustments, you can reclaim your nights. Imagine the relief of waking up after 6 hours of peaceful rest, steady on your feet, mind clear and body refreshed. These changes are not complicated. They are simple, practical, and within your control. You have carried heavy responsibilities all your life, caring for family and community. Now, it is time to care for yourself with the same devotion. I invite you to try these adjustments for just 3 days. Pay attention to how your body responds. Share your results with us, because your story may encourage someone else who is quietly struggling the way you once did. And if you feel a spark of hope, please type the word hope in the comments. That one word could be the light that helps another person find their way back to restful sleep. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, let your choices be gentle and wise. May your nights be peaceful and your mornings full of energy. Whether you are in New York or New Delhi, may you wake with a steady step, a clear mind, and the quiet joy of knowing you are still in control of your health. You deserve that peace, and it is closer than you think.